The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
Welcome to Mojo Plays, and today we're braving the wilds to bring you 10 hidden secrets in Horizon Zero Dawn. In a world filled with so much lore and so many machines to fight, it's more than likely a few of these hidden details managed to sneak by even the most prolific Nora hunter. What was your favorite moment in Horizon Zero Dawn? How many of these secrets did you manage to discover on your first playthrough? Let us know down in the comments. Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Shield Weaver Armor. Starting with one of the most well-known secrets in Horizon Zero Dawn, but one that some players might have skipped over due to the scavenger hunt style of the side quest, and the fact the payoff doesn't come until nearly the end of the game, many gamers might have simply forgotten this quest or stuck to the main story. Those who stuck with it, however, were rewarded for their troubles with the most powerful armor in the game. The Shield Weaver armor makes Aloy practically invincible with its quick shield recharge time. This armor is a game changer, especially on New Game Plus, and shouldn't be missed by those looking to complete a quick replay. The Shield Weaver armor also seems to be canonically Aloy's armor of choice before heading into the Forbidden West, given the armor's prominence in the trailers.
We're not the only ones who seek them.
The Triforce. Releasing a new IP in your first attempt at a new genre is daunting enough. Releasing a new IP in the same week against not only Nintendo's newest console, but also the latest entry in one of their most long-running and influential series of all time, that's an entirely different kind of pressure. Luckily, both Horizon Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild were critical and commercial darlings. Seemingly paying homage, Guerrilla managed to sneak a few nods to the established series that helped inspire so many, including Horizon itself. Painted around the world within various murals is a very obvious Triforce blazoned in the Relic's iconic colors. The Triforce can even be seen on more than a few of the mechanized beasts roaming the land, in particular the monstrous Thunderjaw. Maybe this was the true source of the machine's power all along. Relics of the past.
What sort of ritual were these vessels made for?
I'm convinced they were used in conjunction with each other in sets. Some people believe they were used for tea ceremonies. Others think they held sacred essences and oils for worship.
Always look to the future, but never forget where you started from. Throughout Aloy's adventures, she can discover numerous ancient relics from the old ones. Most of these objects are simple, everyday items that we all take for granted today, but in the world of Horizon Zero Dawn, many of these are completely foreign to the many tribes and are even viewed as valuable collectibles to many of the nobles in Meridian.
Are you sure people didn't just drink out of them?
Drink? Out of such finely crafted earthenware? Don't be ridiculous!
One of the ancient vessels you can come across is a simple broken mug, but the image on the mug is a direct callback to Guerrilla's early success in the gaming industry. Well worn but still clearly visible is the unmistakable image of a Helgen mask, the main antagonist from Guerrilla's previous work on the Killzone franchise.
I will leave you to the hunt. Be sure to delve into the ruins.
The Whirlpool. Some secrets don't have an explanation. The Whirlpool is located on the eastern part of the map and has been a mystery players have been trying to solve ever since it was first discovered. The Whirlpool is just outside of the game's normal borders, keeping would-be explorers from getting too close, but that's never stopped gamers before, and it certainly hasn't now. By breaking the game and exploring under the map, the Whirlpool descends into a void like an eerie glitch jutting out of the landscape. Within the Whirlpool, surrounded by walls of water like Moses parting the Red Sea, is a small patch of grass and even more questions. While this could be anything from a quest that was dropped to a glitch that if removed would crash the game entirely, we may never know, but it is still an oddity worth checking out. Skeleton Couple. When the Faro Plague struck, Many were unable to escape before the world began to be consumed by the machines created to protect it. In what could be seen as an homage to the lovers of Pompeii, Aloy can find tucked within a mountainside a skeleton couple still holding hands as they accepted there was nothing they could do to escape the oncoming storm. This isn't simply a cool world-building detail within the game either, as when Aloy discovers the couple, a new somber musical score can be heard, adding to the gravitas of the discovery and lends an even greater emotional weight to it once you learn more details about the Faro Plague, the Zero Dawn Project, and humanity's ultimate fate in the world of Horizon.
She's gone. Really gone.
The Naming Cliff.
Speak her name!
Aloy!
Horizon Zero Dawn opens with Rost choosing a name for the baby in his arms, while some of the High Matriarchs curse him for daring to bring the baby to their sacred site. It's here that Aloy is given her name and her journey as an outcast begins. Many times in open world games, opening set pieces like this are designed for that one segment and then cast into the void of the world geometry. But the developers at Guerrilla, seemingly wanting to keep the world of Zero Dawn as comprehensive as possible, kept the naming cliff within the game, and through some rather tricky platforming, it can still be reached by Aloy, upon which she will comment that Rost told her of this place.
The naming cliff. Has to be. Rost told me of this place. The Nora declared the names of their children to all mother here. I think he stood here once, but he named me here.
It's a great world-building detail that shows the team's level of commitment and acknowledges gamers' need to explore every nook and cranny. The Tear Blaster. Horizon Zero Dawn is brimming with side quests and activities, and one of the most in-depth and ongoing is the Hunter's Lodge missions. Due to these missions requiring players to take down machines under certain conditions and time restraints in order to achieve the highest ranking, many gave up on this in favor of the main story. However, those who achieve 15 blazing marks will be rewarded with golden versions, i.e. more powerful versions of Aloy's normal weapons. Another easily missed reward is in the Hunter's Lodge mission Hunter's Blind, where the reward is the Tear Blaster, which is by far the most powerful and useful weapon in Aloy's arsenal. By firing a blast of compressed air, shields and components explode off machines, leaving them highly vulnerable to your next attack. Combined with the Shield Weaver armor, Aloy is basically fighting in God mode with this gear. Premonitions.
I can smell it on you. They're oils and fluids. Oh, your hands are stained. Can I just scent your fingers?
No.
There's no shortage of strange side quests within the world of Horizon Zero Dawn, but even by normal standards, Bryn is something else. Bryn claims that by drinking the machine blood, he can see the future, and sends Aloy out into the world to collect specific samples of machine blood to fuel his visions. What's even weirder is that after consuming the various samples Aloy procures, his visions are surprisingly accurate to past events no one in the world should know about, but it's his future visions that lead directly into the game's sequel. Calling out the Forbidden West by name, he describes visions of a jungle on fire and machines dying in the ashes. But most chilling of all, he describes a fallen Aloy, her eyes staring open to the sky. Bryn tells Aloy to look for him in her journey west, so time will tell if his visions come true or not.
I'll run. Chase that teasing sun to the Forbidden West.
I don't understand. I mean, not that I ever understand, but are you saying we should fear what's coming?
Developer Room. Developer rooms are essential to game designers. They allow the testers to try out new ideas and mechanics within a given space without disrupting the game build itself. Most, if not all, of these rooms are also designed to never be found within the game by players, but rarely has that ever stopped gamers from ending up where they were never supposed to be in the first place. What makes the Horizon developer room especially interesting is the area covered in numerous switches with the internal code names for the various machines that roam Zero Dawn. For example, in the final game, the Scout is called the Watcher and Hyena is called the Scrapper. While during testing, these switches would likely summon these machines to battle and test play mechanics, but they do nothing in the final game besides give a sneak peek behind the curtain of Zero Dawn's development. Stranding connections. After leaving Konami, Hideo Kojima went on a globe-trotting adventure to find an engine to build his next video game with, and ended up at Guerrilla Games impressed by their Decima engine they were currently using to build the world of Horizon Zero Dawn. With the engine in hand, Kojima set about building the world of Death Stranding and paid numerous homages to Horizon within the world of Death Stranding with holograms of Aloy, Watchers, and even a Tallneck. Guerrilla also included nods to Kojima's latest, as Aloy can find 3 Stranding items taken directly from Kojima's world. The Cupid, the necklace Norman Reedus' character Sam uses to connect the various locations he visits to one another, the Stranded Shackles, which keeps Sam connected to his team, and the Stranded Figure, the creepy baby doll from many of Death Stranding's promotional materials. The strands of gaming bring us all together. Do you agree with our picks? Don't forget to stick around and check out our other videos on Mojo Plays.